Hello, hello, beautiful people of the internet. Manifest Destiny's Child is here with the spear wall. You'll love to see it. Here to play more Battle Brothers, of course. But before I begin, there's a tiny bit of housekeeping, of something that I should communicate for those watching the series on video, or, you know, whether that's shortly after I'm posting them or maybe watching the full thing. I learned something yesterday. So during my stream yesterday, the Peasant Militia Day 66 video, there was a fight against goblins where I noticed something peculiar in the goblins' behavior. They were, as soon as the dogs got on top of them, would swap weapons from their bow to the hooked blade, or whatever it's called, and would attack one time. All goblins have quick hands. They should be able to attack twice. I pointed that out in the moment and noted that that seemed strange. Now, the AI does behave weirdly sometimes, but it happened more than once in that battle, so I knew something was up. The only thing that I changed between my first 4 runs, Rebuilding a Company, a New Company, Southern Mercenaries and Trading Caravan, and Peasant Militia, was Modding Standards and Utilities, MSU, which is just a platform for other mods to be able to integrate on top of. And I only did it because it was bugging me to update itself every time I launched the game, and I was sick of it, so I was like, whatever. I'll update to the newest version. It is not supposed to change anything about the gameplay. However, it appears that it did. I reported the bug in the BB modding community. I pinged the developers of MSU because I had reason to believe that that could be the cause. One of my other viewers, Sergey, had noted that there was strange behavior with reavers in the stream before the one that I had just done. And so that's kind of what prompted me to pay close attention and realize something was up. Anyway, and at that time, Calandro, another member of the Battle Brothers community, had pointed out that there was some sort of problem with MSU previously, long ago. And so I reported the bug, I pinged the creators of MSU, and they noted that it does look like there is a bug in MSU. And it is not backwards compatible if I were to change it upon a certain save. So, what does that mean? It means that this particular run is mildly compromised. I don't think that it has caused much of a difference in the overall arc of the campaign whatsoever. It certainly isn't applicable early at all, because there are no enemies with quick hands that you face in the early stages of the game. Brigand Raiders, for example, do not have quick hands. And so, given that the mod is not like backwards compatible with older saves and whatever, I'm going to finish this run out exactly as the current settings are. And it is possible that, you know, enemies who have quick hands that swap weapons, which is basically limited to just reavers, goblins, and then I guess like nomad archers and brigand marksmen, might not necessarily get the full amount of attacks off that they otherwise would have in fringe situations. So it is what it is. I'm going to finish the run as it is with slightly less effective small subset of units, and I plan on still counting it as part of my win streak. And I do want to continue on because I don't want to replay Peasant Militia. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that I'd call it a gigantic nerf to Gobos. It is a nerf to Gobos for sure. Certainly they're the ones that are most affected, like no question. So anyway, so let that be a warning. MSU version, let's see, what am I running? 1.5.0 is currently bugged. The version that I had been running previously was MSU 1.2.7, which is not. So anyway, I'll continue on this run, like I said. There's a small subset of enemies that I think goblins are certainly the one that is, they are the most affected by it. But what's weird is there are cases where, you know, because I rewatched the video, and there are certain situations where the goblins would attack twice and then swap to the bow. So it's only certain weapon swaps that are affected. I think I caught most of them and called them out specifically in the video. It's not as if Quick Hands is costing that AP. It's like when they plan their attack, they don't account for it. It's kind of weird. So, anyway. It is what it is. I'm going to continue this run as is. My plan is, if, after making this bug report, the creators of MSU don't have it fixed in their next version, developing code takes time. I understand that. I'm actually have been a developer off and on, previous life, whatever, I don't know, however you want to view it. I've worked in software in some form or another for many years now. Anyway, if they can't get it fixed, then for future runs, I plan on just reverting my version of MSU to what I had previously and continuing on it, you know, without that bug present. That's sort of my plan, because I do want to have, you know, proof basically to the world that every single origin is basically always beatable under the hardest possible conditions, all in a row. That's the whole point. That's the whole reason I'm doing this. And so I do want everything to be above board if there's something goofy going on. I mean, there is. And it was fully unintentional, obviously. So anyway, so we're going to continue the run. I've got a bunch of money. I've got a bunch of euphoric bros. I've got a new fatigue neutral I'm training in because I'm just collecting forged armors like they're candy. And I still need to fight the barbarian madman, but I've got good gear for it now. I could technically buy a coat of plates, get even more forged armors. Really don't need to, but I could. I've got the full squad here, all 25 bros. I think my plan will be to visit some southern cities and see if I can start collecting some consumables, and then head up and finally do the icy cave. After doing the icy cave, I plan on, I suppose, looking for Ijarok to take him out. I have not found the library. there's a section of desert here, and here, and here, and here. I guess even over here, and here, where it could be. So I'll explore those and see if I can find it. I could go through this way on the way to Ras Sanan and then sweep down south here between Kabira and Azim Shab. Seems like a good way of doing things. And money-wise, I don't know that there's going to be all that much to spend it on at this point. So do I just pay for training? I guess I could. It's kind of expensive to do on the higher level bros. Looks like I think I must have already done it. Yeah, I already did it on some of the lower level ones. He has a very derpy face. Yeah, I'll save the money. There may be something I want to spend it on. I'm not sure what that would be, but maybe something. See if we can get to Dornan before nighttime. And I can. If it's adventure you seek, there's a place called Nomad Huts in the desert southeast of here. Okay. Desert a long way southeast. Okay. So there's some nomad camps nearby. I guess we kind of knew that. That's not a surprise. We are in the desert. I don't think we need to protect this guy's son. I don't think we need to do whatever that is. Okay, so we know there's nomad camps over here to the southeast. Maybe not a bad idea. Let's still sweep through. I'm not sure if I tried to see if these two land masses are connected. They might not be, which then makes going that way kind of annoying. I'll buy more food because it's pretty easy to go through a lot of food in the desert. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just go southeast. If I know there's nomad camps, you know, whatever. We'll fight those. Eat up, fool. The company mascot is dissatisfied. Okay. Okay, we'll take a peek on one of these mountains here. Aha. There's our nomad huts from the previously mentioned rumor, and Dead Oasis Camp. Excellent. I think we'll warm up with nomad huts, and then we'll head to the Dead Oasis Camp afterwards. Some cutthroats and a few outlaws. Nice warm-up fight. Get the team, you know, limber and feeling good. Not where I aimed, but we'll take it. Would be interesting if the nomads had some sort of beast like the barbarians have, both warhounds and unholds. Yeah, that would be interesting. Maybe like a... I actually think it would be really cool. Actually, no, I disagree. So I realize it's kind of a trope, as things often are when we're talking about Middle Eastern cultures, just the reality of misrepresentation. However, snake charmers are a thing, right? So a snake charmer who's playing like a little flute And then snakes are present, serpents, that can pull your bros into the front line of outlaws. I think that would be cool. And I think it makes sense thematically. Again, cultural tropes aside, you know, that's is what it is. But I feel like that would be a neat enemy type and would make sense. And it's kind of like the opposite of barbarians too. So even mechanically, I think it's kind of neat because unholds, you know, charge forward and then push you behind them while they occupy the front lines. Whereas serpents would pull your bros instead of alley-oop them. I don't know. Yeah, they should. I agree. Let's see, do I take the +3s here? I can probably take a +3. He's got pretty decent base resolve. We might skip future +3s for the +4 in resolve, but not the first one. All right, we got a plethora of outlaws, some archers, a leader, and a blade dancer. Good. A much more suitable opponent. Is there anyone I want to swap out? These guys will get really good experience, so I don't want to swap out those who are gaining experience from the deal. Let's bring in Ruthard. This guy, since he has determined, can sit out. And if his mood starts to fall, it's no big deal. A lot of my bros are fairly equal-ish in their capabilities, so. Okay, so I have the choice. I can charge forward into them, but what I think I like better is I'm gonna do a unified retreat and have the frontline attack with their slings. And we're gonna gain a fast adaptation stack before the fight even starts. It looks like they will be charging into me after all. Okay. Also gives me a little bit of separation from that blade dancer. So, good. So they're moving all the way up, which I like. I mean, we should be able to give them some serious, serious damage on this turn, I'm thinking. Not supposed to miss. Supposed to hit them. You fool. What do you think I got you these fast adaptation stacks for? So you could do this. Okay, good. There we go. This guy should tie up the blade dancer, which I'm pretty happy with. Punch him. Little turd pulling out the fisticuffs. Ah, never mind. Never mind about occupying the blade dancer up there on Bijante. He moved on anyway. What you gonna do? I don't know if I want to move forward there. Yeah, the blade dancer food. He ended up not being the blade dancer food, sadly. The blade dancer was too smart. Wouldn't fall for my tricks. Okay, enemy numbers are dwindling quite quickly. Let's get rid of the archer. Okay, that wasn't too bad. They didn't really cause too much damage there. Still will need to be a little careful about Ralph down there. Okay. I think we should largely be okay here on Ralph. Yeah, trash adapter is stomping. Oh yeah, the build is very jank for sure. But I'm kind of into the dank jank. And that's what we've got here. There we go. Hit that guy eventually. Dark technology. Yeah. I like that. Dark technology. This is the kind of stuff Comstar doesn't want you to know about, you know? Backstabber and fast adaptation. That's all you really need. Boom. And that's basically the whole enemy squad. Sorted. Handled. Bullied. I know, I want that sword lance. That way it can be my sword lance, you know? Can't hit him. Okay, rude. Oh, that guy could not quite make it off the battlefield. Too bad. Okay, we will eventually hit this guy. Maybe not this turn. There we got him. Okay. That was a pretty easy little nomad sea tents. No named items, however, we did get that sword lance. Now what am I gonna do with that sword lance? I don't know. Maybe nothing. We can give it to Balon here. Maybe he'll use it. Who knows? We might... I don't know. Something. Hand wavy, who knows? Alright, let's get to this southern city before nightfall. Hopefully we can do it. Looks like we can. Alright, rebuilding effort, good harvest. Hunt down what terrorizes. That could be an opportunity to fight hyenas. It could be an opportunity to fight like serpents or something I don't really care to fight. Definitely gonna buy the second wind potion and the cat potion and the potion of knowledge and the fire pot and a flash pot. Seems good. We'll sell some of this gear we just took from the nomads. You don't have any sponsor obligations to fulfill with the Swordlands? Well, even though there's not a paid spot in my vast sponsorship portfolio, you know, I always have a soft spot in my heart for past sponsorships. And since Big Swordlands did sponsor us for a whole stream, I kind of feel like, you know, we'll keep the product around just in case we want to use it, you know. Think of it like the Magic Spoon cereal that you've still got sitting in your cupboard. You may as well have a bowl every once in a while, you know? It's like, yeah, I mean Raid Shadow Legends. Of course it's still installed on the phone. MTG Arena gave us those free gemmies. Kind of a neat little named axe. But who's the sponsor of this run? Waste Management? Yeah, I suppose so. Given the trash adapter build. I guess so. Good old Waste Management. Alright, so we got this Potion of Knowledge. Who do I want to use it on? I want Ralph to level up. Is he who I want to level up more than anyone else at the moment? Probably. Have a drink, Ralph. And I'm considering buying a fighting spear to put as a backup weapon on these throwers with absolutely abysmal attack. But I think better would actually be a fire lance. Am I gonna unironically buy a fire lance? Not even one, but two? Is that gonna happen? I actually think it might. Not a joke, not a meme. These brothers with absolutely laughable melee skill that I never once touched, with a fire lance in their pocket, actually have like a decent play against Necro Savants by doing net plus fire lance. I know. I am breaking the Battle Brothers taboo. I'm gonna buy 2 fire lances. And you can't even stop me. You're not my real dad. Wow. Yeah, I guess good harvest, huh? Food is super cheap. The team can eat. 25 bros can eat a lot of food. What's my next card upgrade cost? 20,000? Yeah. Well, we'll buy some food. And then we'll go through each southern city. We'll look for the library down here. And then once we're satisfied with having bought out what is available at the alchemists, we'll move on. We'll take an opportunity to do a little fighting in the arena when we make it to Al Hazred, or Azim Shab. Yeah, Azim Shab. Serpents. Nah. But if we see hyenas, I'll definitely fight hyenas. So I'm not going to bother with fighting serpents or Ifrits. I plan on beating up southern armies. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything I really want to loot from them in this particular run. So I might not. I think I've picked on a southern city just about every run. But not this one. I think I just want to keep their alchemists available to sell me all their potions. Because I think this team is gonna want them for Monolith. The second wind potions will be super good with all the orc weapons. Cool. City of Tents. We can warm up here with just a few slingers. And cutthroats. They're there too. Rude. We'll check this out. Fire lanced. Okay, and I would like actually a couple more dogs. Or excuse me, not dogs. Slings for the trash compactor build. Trash adapter, trash adapter. Trash compactor, totally different piece of technology. Yeah. No, you won't see me claiming that fire lances are an S tier late game weapon. I will say that there are situations where they are useful. They are, I think, the only attack you can do in melee that uses your ranged attack skill. Is that true? I think that might be true. Alright, we got one of the Nomad Slings. Which I actually, in all seriousness, legitimately wanted. Alright, and we'll do this. This is a really low number of enemies for a tent city. Oh yeah, and this guy wonder if I should have swapped this guy out. I mean, I guess I could replace his armor, but I got plenty of bros in reserve. Okay. So, as previous, I think I'm going to back up, gain fast adaptation stacks. I'm just happy with my Reddit contribution of my spear meme. The IQ chart meme, whatever it's called. In that particular image, it says, spears are good on the left, low IQ, someone with a derpy face. In the middle is some sweaty tryhard complaint about how you have to use two-handed weapons or something. And then the expert, the legend, on the very right says the exact same thing as the beginner. Spears are good. 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 I'm glad to be opening minds. It was something that I felt like was weirdly absent in a lot of other high-level players when I would watch them play. I noticed that they weren't ever using spears, and I was like, well, that seems strange. Why would you not? They're really good. One, I like your version too. I legit think that is a good way of doing it. I think the anticipation duelist version is totally legit and a very valid build. Not even just valid, like it's good. Valid is underselling it. It's good. Yeah, sure. I mean, but like any build, right? I mean, fatigue neutrals are, in a sense, a bad build on a bro that doesn't have good defenses, right? A cleaver build on a bro that doesn't have decent fatigue and melee attack is not a good build. So, just because the build has requirements, you know, is not, that's not a bad thing. It's not like a knock against the build. The game is going to throw a variety of different brothers at you, and you got to know how to adapt and make each little special snowflake work for you. People might refuse to build an A+ tier bro into a niche anticipation spearman, and I get that. I mean, their loss, right? They're gonna be the ones missing out on an excellent way to use that bro because they don't have the knowledge of how to use it. And that's kind of why, you know, in some of these runs I've been experimenting. Like this run, the the trash adapter that build that I'm kind of applying carte blanche on a bunch of my bros, you know, it's only by doing it that I can like learn how and when it is good and when it's not. It's actually been pretty okay. I'm not sure if I'm drawing any like massive, sweeping, earth-shattering, mind-altering, changing, you know, perspectives because of it, but it's been fun to play. Do we do all legendary locations or only Monolith? The only one I'm required to do to call the run a win is Monolith. However, I do often do both Library and Goblin City before doing Monolith. But yeah, only Monolith is, you know, required as per my Winstreak rules. It's the capstone to my run. But yeah, Bijante having that build skip +1s in melee defense is definitely valid. I skip +1s on melee defense on a decent number of builds. Kraken is his win condition. Boy. The thing about fighting Kraken is that whether you win or lose, you lose. Because you had to fight the Kraken. You know what's funny about that spam that just hit the channel? Is that I was just mentioning yesterday how I was gonna ban the phrase best viewers, and then I don't even know what that said. It had like, I've already erased it from my memory, but it was something very similar to best viewers. I don't know, that spam is so annoying. I mean, it's not like Kraken takes, I don't know. Kraken is what it is. Another pole hammer? Another pole hammer that's good? Huh. Let's compare pole hammers. It's kind of weird. Let's see, where is that other pole hammer? Right here. So they each got 60% of damage ignores armor. They had the exact same roll on that, which is kind of crazy. And max fatigue, okay. That's the other thing it rolled. I mean, sure. Nothing wrong with that. Don't you want to buy some better weapons than Gobbo Spears? I mean, those are on my tanks. I don't really care what they have for weapons. The Goblin Spear is good because it's light. So, from their perspective, all they care about is that the weapon is lightweight. I do attack with them occasionally. And like, sure, I could put a boar spear on them instead, and it would do more damage, but not that much more damage. I'm okay with keeping the Gobbo spear on them. Ooh. hired a good forge tank day 1 in your most recent run. That's tough because then you've got a forge tank on day 1. And you gotta keep him safe. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, I was gonna suspect that it was probably a thief. That would be the most likely candidate, after all. Dang. +1 in melee defense on this bro is no good. Still gonna take it, I guess? Yeah. You might shelf him when he hits forge until you have the gear for him. Yeah. Forge tanks are tough because there really isn't room for tempo perks that you're not gonna regret, or like that aren't gonna be a detriment later. Yeah, because you don't want to take like 9 lives or something on them, right? Because they're so perk starved, you don't want to waste that perk. And 9 lives is like really low value, but if you don't take something like that, it's kind of spooky. So I get that. Yeah. But if you can dagger down like an early fallen hero or something like that, then you can give him a good enough set of armor to, you know, put him in somewhat harm's way. Right, and that's the other thing, true. Yeah, they're a pain to train because they don't get kills. Absolutely. They're not getting kills, so they don't get as much experience. They're also, you know, more prone to taking damage, being injured, etc. And so that can be tough too. All right, we found another nomad camp. Let's see, both of these fatigue neutrals, their armor's a bit scuffed. So I'm gonna swap them out. And I suppose I'll do this fight at night, and if it becomes day by the time I do it, yeah, that's fine too. That is a lot of outlaws. And just nomads in general. Oh my goodness. Rumold kind of got his butt kicked. So I could take 2 steps forward and attack with the slings as well, instead of just always going 2 steps back, because that is so many archers. Look at them all. It's a lot of archers. Yeah, alright. We'll move forward and attack. Oh my goodness. Huh, so they are gonna move forward. Alright, let's wait and see what these other ones do. Oh my, whoa, alright. Kinda unexpected. Alright, I feel like I really need to take this guy out. So I'm gonna put him in a net and shoot him in the head. Get a surround bonus on him. This guy, I'll just collect fast adaptation stacks. He doesn't... Oh, what happened to that second attack? Did it hit the furniture? Rumold here kind of got his butt kicked with all of those arrows. He's still got 9. But unfortunately, I think kind of needs to step back so the archers don't wreck him. That's a lot of archers. They're gonna cause some damage by the end of this fight. I mean, they already have, but they're gonna do even more. Off with your head. Okay, moving forward quite aggressively. Not a bad time to throw the fire pot, I think, based on how they're positioned. I feel like that could be a nice use for it, just right there. Oh, he missed the 95% chance ignite? Disaster. Unfortunately, Rumold is gonna stay back because he's kind of hurt. And yeah, I can step that guy forward. Ka-chunk. Firepot's doing well where it's burning. Okay. Okay. I think we're at a kind of a breaking point for this poor little squad of nomads. As in, breaking morale. Oh. That outlaw nearly beef and cheesed it. Yeah, saying something bad is beef and cheesing it is a weird mannerism. Mannerism? That's not really quite the word I'm looking for. It's a weird thing one of my buddies says. That, like, it's one of those things that, like, kind of doesn't make sense exactly. And therefore makes perfect sense. Like, it just feels right to say. I have no explanation for why. Get him, Peasant. Stab him. Yeah, so in that particular round, for those who missed it, at the very beginning of the stream I was saying that the latest version of MSU 1.5 has introduced a bug where certain enemies with quick hands will, as they're like planning their turn, I think is what's happening based on my conversation with Taro Eld, don't use all of their AP. So like this guy swapped weapons and only did 1 stun, whereas I'm fairly sure Nomad archers have quick hands. 98% sure. And so, after this run, I will revert back to the previous version of MSU that I had had previously, 1.2.7, where that bug was not present. But anyway, for the keen eye that noticed something was a bit weird about the AI's behavior, you'd be right to notice it. One of those things that the AI has enough sort of weird behaviors sometimes, like when it behaves normally and correctly, that it's kind of hard to spot if something is amiss. You don't think Nomad archers have... Oh, maybe they don't. They might not, actually. Oh my god, they don't! Yeah, Nomad archers just straight up don't have quick hands. Well, okay then. Never mind. That has impacted them not at all, and they behaved exactly as they were able to, because they don't have quick hands. Well, I'll be. It's one of those things that, like, doesn't go into my decision making, like, process, because it's like, that's an archer. And it is a terrible melee weapon and terrible melee skill. I know that I will reduce their damage by going into melee. I don't care whether they have quick hands or not. It's a decision I'm gonna, you know, draw the same conclusion regardless. So I just sort of assumed they had quick hands in the back of my mind. But that's good to know. They don't. Another famed weapon incoming? Well, we can hope so. There certainly could be one. The people want another famed hammer. Huh. Well, what would you know? It's me, the people, wanting another famed hammer. Alright, well, we got the leader. I think it's just like 1 or 2 archers that are running away. Definitely took a little bit of damage there. And got an okay helmet? A kind of underwhelming helmet? A helmet that is okay. Yeah, it's not quite light enough to be nimble forged. A bit too heavy for that. Unfortunately, I think it'll just be one of those helmets that I wear because I don't have too good of options otherwise. I've just got like the flat top with mail, but yeah, honestly, I'm almost more happy about the spices, right? But I mean, you know, we'll take this for now. We're not unhappy with that. We just, it's whatever. We can replace this guy's falchion with a shamshare. Give this guy a fire potion, because he used one. And give this guy another net. Actually, let's do a net here and a fire pot here. We'll spread out some of the fun utility consumables. All right, and we'll make our way to Azam Shab. Another big nomad camp. Well, if you insist, game, I will keep fighting them. All right, let's put Balon in. Let's give him an opportunity, a chance to shine. Put him in with the sword lance, get him some experience. Rumold's gonna have to take a step out. And Ingmar as well. How many food do you use in one day? A lot. 74. "25 bros in the desert." We've got at least one gluttonous because I've got my mouse. I just happened to spot it. I'm not sure how many gluttonous bros I have. Oh, there's another one. Surprised I haven't seen the event where the gluttonous person becomes fat. Speaking of gluttonous and becoming fat, I made enchiladas verdes and a whole big batch of salsa verde because I've got a ton of tomatillos that are ripe from my garden, and it was so good. So good. This is where if I had, like, you know, I don't know, a proper social media presence or the right amount of vanity to have an Instagram, I would link posts to like pictures of food. Because damn, it was good. Enchiladas verdes. Yeah, I suppose they're kind of if you're not like familiar with Mexican cuisine, or if you're not from the US, I could see not knowing what they are. But they're just little, oh boy, I don't know how to describe them. They're good. From Europe? Yeah. And I don't think they're part of like Spanish cuisine. I think they're mostly a Mexican thing. I know there's a certain amount of crossover, like there's certain Spanish foods that are popular in Mexico and vice versa, but I don't know how much crossover there really is. Taco burrito and nachos. So an enchilada is kind of like a little burrito with lots of sauce. Kind of. But yeah, I had a, I built, when we first moved into this house, I built a bunch of raised garden beds. Just from home improvement store lumber and a bunch of nails. And anyway, when I built them, the back one, I initially was just throwing grass clippings in, and essentially it was just like compost. But this year I decided to actually plant stuff there. So it's had just compost in it, essentially, for a couple years now. So that soil is super rich. And so with just 2 tomatillo plants, I have like, not even joking, 100 tomatillos from 2 plants. And they're like big, they're like softball sized. It's insane. And it's wonderful, but it's like more than I expected. Oh man, SoCal Mexican food, I'm sure that is god tier. I feel like in SoCal, I'm just guessing, but you probably have the like Tijuanan and like, you know, I won't say authentic exactly because I think that's kind of a loaded term, but like you've got probably both Tex-Mex and more like proper home-style Mexican food. I would guess both of those are available to you. And I'm jealous because I love like both. They're both good. Oh, okay, like Oaxacan type Mexican cuisine. I think that's the region of Mexico to the kind of very far south that is the type of Mexican food that I think of most when I think of southern Mexico. Mariscos? Yeah. I actually also have kind of a soft spot for mezcal, even though I feel like it's pretty, I don't know, not a lot of people care for it. They'd just rather have tequila. But I like mezcal. It's pretty good. Boo, no named items from this one. Okay. The inventory is full. You prefer vodka? Let me guess. Eastern Europe? That would be the cliche anyway. Dang, Blackbeard, who was rolling all +3s in the early levels, has finally leveled out. I knew it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care for vodka at all. I don't actually care for too many like liquors generally. I don't really care for scotch. I don't care for whiskey. I don't care for vodka. I don't really enjoy any of it. International clout. I don't know about that. I do enjoy soju though. Korean soju with some Korean barbecue. Nothing finer. Sturgy's a learned bro. I try to be. Do my best. Do my best to be as learned and worldly as one can manage. Try to keep an open mind anyway. There's too much cool and good stuff in the world to be shut off from the good stuff. You know? Alright, let's take Flail Mastery on this guy. He's got Brute. I feel like it just makes sense. And we'll move one of these Zerg chains over to him. Alright, we've got a local holiday here. And they want me to find what kills people in the desert? Nah. Yep. Yeah, I definitely plan on getting him Headhunter. I think this guy with his last perks, he's just gonna get 9 lives, Headhunter, Backstabber, and he'll be a slaying machine. And that'll be the trash adapter build. Alright, so we're gonna have to make some room for some collars that will allow us to fight in the arena. So I'm going to rapidly right click on things. A small little hit of dopamine and serotonin with each click. Four nomads? Please. Alright, so we're definitely going to take the banner because I want to, at some point, get him to, you know, five wins here, so that he can broadcast that resolve buff. So he'll be going into this fight. And then, is there anyone else with fighting experience? Jeffrey has some. He'd be fine to take in. Erhard would be totally valid. Havard as well, who's got 2 wins under his belt. Good for him. Yeah, so let's do Jeffrey, Havard, and Little Turd the Second. Oh, if only Little Turd knew how far he had grown. How far he's come. And I think we're basically good to go as is. I suppose I could swap out the helmet. Doesn't make much difference, but I did it. Cool. Let's do it. Go ahead and gain our fast adaptation stacks, as you do. Banner can rally. I mean, he can. It's true. Right, desert terrain. Punch him. There we go. 4 little nomads taken right out. Gladiator harness. Actually, you know, not a terrible nimble armor. Don't really have any heavier helmets going around except for this one. Suppose we could do this setup on Rumold. We'll give this guy a heavier armor. And let's be real, I'm not going to use the Dark Rugged Surcoat, am I? Oops. I think I'm just going to sell that. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so let's check the Alchemist Cat Potion. And I think we'll buy some fire pots to make sure we've got some of those available for a trek out to the wilds. We'll keep 1 flask of Goblin Poison in case I want to use it for a future fight, but I don't think I need to bother with both. I know, we ruined Halloween. We really did. It's true. Maybe they got a famed weapon for sale. Always worth checking. There is a 2-handed flanged mace. I think for our fatigue neutrals that aren't going to have either the flail or axe, like our trash adapters, I think because of these hammers that I found, strangely enough. Let's see, where the hell did that other hammer go? Where did I put that other hammer? But I'll probably take Hammer Mastery on both, I guess? I don't know. One of the hammers is really good. The other is fine. Okay, yeah, right. It's right here. This one, I guess, is not that big a deal. Not enough to bother thinking of a mastery. I don't know. I don't feel like I need to buy this two-handed flanged mace though. I guess it's fine. If I want to go fight the barbarian madman, it's a good weapon for that. It's actually a quite good weapon for that. Sure. I'll grab it. Okay. We'll trade a two-handed flanged mace for an arming sword. How about that, Mr. Arms Dealer? Do I want to repair any of these injuries? Sure, why not? I think nothing else from the Alchemist. The Arena. Yeah, day 78, midday. I don't think I'm going to hang around for more arena fights. I think I'll move on. 350, okay. Still a ways away from the 5th retinue slot. I think I'm gonna make another pass through the wilds. With the eventual goal being going north to the icy cave. I suppose I could pass through this chunk of unexplored land in the center of the map. The library maybe could be in here. I haven't found it yet still. Very likely could be over here too. I suppose it could even be down here in this corner. I'm gonna buy ammo, and I'm gonna buy tools. I'm gonna buy a tiny bit of food. I'm gonna level up Little Turd the Second. Who is apparently continuing his path to being whatever it is. All right, so what is my goal? What am I doing here with a Little Turd? What's my plan? Do I have one? He's like offensive, right? He has really good melee skill. But he's forged, so he doesn't have fatigue to use. What am I doing? He's got 3 perks left here at level 9 that he just hit, and then 10 and 11. Fearsome? I mean, he needs to have the utility to actually hit stuff. Could give him Nimble Forged gear. I mean, I don't have any Nimble Forged gear. Otherwise, he would be a good candidate for it. Does he need Brawny to doot his horn sometimes? Unlikely. I think the only fight where he might need to doot his horn, probably for the entire rest of the run, would be Monolith, and I can just give him a second wind potion for that particular fight. I can give him Polearm Mastery, just so he can move 2 hexes and bonk with the banner. If I gave him Polearm Mastery and Quick Hands, he could do that same thing with either a Sword Lance or Billhook, which would be an improvement. He's not exactly tanky, despite the fact that I took Forge. But that isn't to say he couldn't stand in the thick of things. He's pretty well kitted out for that. He's got decent melee defense. That's a fat roster. That's right, 25 bros. Welcome to Peasant Militia. And we've got some gluttons, but none of them have turned fat yet. We've been hitting the treadmill, doing reps, you know? So yeah, I think for the last 3 perks, I'm gonna do Polearm Mastery, Quick Hands, question mark. We'll start with Polearm Mastery. And then we'll see what I want to do from there. What is the question mark in regards to? What particular thing did I say that was confusing? I wonder. Alright, so I'm gonna make my way north. I want to explore this patch of desert. Maybe I should explore down here too. I said question mark. That's right. Little turd will be confused. He might not be upset. I mean, we took Forge at a time when I didn't have anyone else who could take the perk reasonably. We had forged armors we were just swimming in. I'm keeping him safe, you know? We can't have what happened to Little Turd 1 happen to Little Turd 2. I mean, it's fine. He doesn't need to do his horn very often. It's so rare. But yeah, if you're here, this build is bad. Don't do it under normal circumstances. I agree with that. Alright, if I need to check this area for library, I can do it later. I don't even know that I need to do library in this run. I don't know, I guess it'd be fine. It'd be fine to do. Noxair's passed through. And actually, I think, yeah, there's a terrain change. This is now Badlands, isn't it? It's not even desert anymore. I suppose the Sunken Library can't be here. They look so similar. Oh man, this is like when you do a terrible job mowing the lawn. That's how I know I'm old now. Oh! Orc Cave. Yeah, library with 16 dogs, exactly. 16 dogs and like 4 throwers. 5 throwers, 6 throwers, however many throwers I've got. Building up our fast adaptation stacks. Jeffrey, you're not supposed to hit them. You're supposed to miss to make you be better at hitting later. Oh, I mean, I have no doubt that the Lore Keeper is fully capable of going full troll mode and making an easy fight difficult. It's kind of what the Lore Keeper does. Malik can pretty easily stand against a Zerg chain. Nimble with Indom doesn't have much to fear from Berserker. Why am I missing? Can't you guys hit anything? I just don't want to be within 1 hex of this Berserker right there. Yeah, Nimble plus Indom performs so well against most two-handed weapons. Absolutely. It really does. Boom. Took his head clean off. Dude, look at these guys missing. What a bunch of nerds. Alright. No damage taken, I'm pretty sure. Nope, 35. Not much. And we got one of those Berserk chains. Good. I wanted another one. We got Trash Adapter Axe, Trash Adapter Axe, Trash Adapter question mark. This could be a flail. Fatigue neutral hammer. This guy's... oh yeah, flail. Already allocated. This guy, boy, he's got such poor melee skill. Let's give him a flail. Actually, I think he used to have one, and I moved it over. So, and let's update this guy's name. Boom. And then Balon gained a level, who will be something? I don't know what build he's gonna be. I might ignore the one in melee defense and make him something super offensive. What's the dude doing with that bow? You know, it's like I ran out of nomad slings and he's got a war bow instead to fulfill the same function. Let's be real, war bows also can't hit shit. War bows also are terrible at hitting the enemy. And so he's got a war bow. All right, we'll take fatigue. This guy will be a cleaver, I guess, of some kind. Maybe the Madman cleaver if it's good. Balon Greyjoy. Oh yeah, that was a character from Game of Thrones. Isn't that the like, who was Balon Greyjoy? Oh yeah, he was that like creepy weird old dude. Theon's dad. Right, okay. Yeah, it's just like it cost 4,000 gold and uses ammo. Well, it didn't cost us anything. It was dropped by a master archer, I think. Okay, and on this guy, do I want to grab a defensive perk? I think I want like one defensive between 9 lives and Colossus on each of my hybrids or throwers. I think 9 lives is like slightly preferable. So I'll take it. And I don't think I need to fight 25 nachos. I like could. But I don't feel like I have to. It might not be a terrible idea for me to fight. I don't know. 25 nachos kind of sucks. I hate fighting nachos without spears. I really do. I don't know. It just feels like things can go wrong without spear bros against nachos. Like, yes, they're most likely just gonna mass morale break, but ugh. The word Slurgy uses the most FA stacks and 9 lives. I mean, for sure this run, that's... Those have been... If you were to put a word cloud up to the things that I've said this run, yeah, that's probably accurate. Let's see, and do I want to go up and fight this Orc Sea of Tents? The team's definitely stronger now than we were previously. Got a bunch more levels. It's probably more in range. I'm not going to walk through the swamp, but I might walk back towards that by looping around this like swamp and forest. Maybe that will be my plan. We'll take a peek. Okay. Direwolves. Oh, direwolves would be a good fight. Good crafting materials for both additional fur padding and direwolf pelt attachment. Oh. They are already... Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Oh, my banner is in a terrible spot. Oh, Balon's in a really bad spot. Okay, Balon's in a terrible spot. The banner can actually withstand quite a bit. Little Turd is... I'll just say this, thank God he's got Battle Forged. But Balon here is in a terrible spot. These two throwers are in a terrible spot. Oh, shit. Okay, so Bijante here makes sense to me. Prevent Malik from getting as surrounded. Nah, Little Turtle will be just fine. Dire Wolves have pretty terrible armor penetrating damage, and I think with the additional fur padding and his chonky armor, he will most likely be just fine. Still need to be careful with him, but... Balon here is probably going to die, though. like Balon he's just a sitting duck right where he is, and he's got like nothing. I probably should have grabbed 9 lives on him last turn. I don't know that it would make much difference. I do not have the surgeon, no. So I could put Janold here, but that almost feels like then I'm putting Janold at risk in addition to Balon. If I put him here, I would pull out the Fire Lance and I would put down a dog. And I'd put the dog here so that Balon can do the swipe attack and not hit the dog. What's the dog's armor? Just a regular war dog with... Yeah, that dog is screwed. But that also prevents Malik from getting us surrounded. Janold's like pretty decently survivable. Yeah, let's go here. Yeah, 21 wolves on day 80. It's kind of a weird fight. It really is. And here I will swap to melee weapons and wait with everyone. Kind of sacrificing those dogs a little bit, but gives me a little bit of a, I don't know, backup plan. I'm not sure what to even refer to it as. Insurance? Insurance. Okay, now that this direwolf is fleeing, I'm gonna occupy that hex. Little turd here, I'm sure we'll be just fine. Oh yeah, Balon looking more and more at risk. Balon is no longer at risk. Okay, so I'm gonna... yeah, I'll wait with Peasant. I'll let some other bros attack and see if they can free up that hex for him to take. Yeah, and this set of trees blocking me stops me from... Okay, I suppose... Seth, I am so sorry. Balon died the way he lived. as a peasant. Alright, Janold is still in good shape. Janold hasn't been hit yet. Yeah, what crummy terrain to get ambushed. What's crazy is I knew they were fighting those orcs, so I was like, oh, let's just... I was gonna like comment like, oh, let's see who wins and blah blah blah. And then suddenly combat. Okay, again, I'm gonna wait on Bijante there. So Janold has 9. I don't want to use it. I have a feeling I'm going to. We'll wait for a moment. Oh, I guess. Yeah, Forge on Little Turd is, in fact, good right now. Not exactly the situation I anticipated when I took it. That's right. You do. Nah. I mean, the statement of not endorsing that build is still valid. Oh, that's not blocking line of sight here. Okay. So he'll have a shot next turn? Cool. Alright, let's get Bijante way over here. So one of these moves is going to be a net, I guess. Let's make it that one. Alright, Janold is holding up okay, as is Little Turd. Them randomly... Ooh. Yeah, it's true. true. I mean, you know, the Tay tried an attack earlier. It, you know, it was an effort. It was an attempt. That's all we can ask for. I guess I should let this direwolf flee naturally. It's got the old counter surround going. Yeah, never do extra unless, you know, specifically asked. Don't go above and beyond for no reason. That's, oh no, that's not the weapon I went to swap to. Whoops. Freaking quiet quitting. I don't know, I feel like in a combat situation, quiet quitting is kind of a dangerous proposition. But you know, I'm no military expert. Okay, 9 lives proc. So we're gonna let this guy flee naturally. Here we can go ahead and get a surround prematurely. It seems like a good idea. The premature surround will serve as a resolve debuff as deaths happen around. Here I may as well throw, actually. Because he might not do enough damage to kill himself. Oh, whoa. I suppose he had 9 lives. I didn't realize he was fleeing, actually. Maybe Jonte got another stab in. So that's kind of neat. Alright, so we lost a bro that was like low level and we didn't care about. And it was like, unfortunately there was nothing really that could be done about that. Like, in the ambush, he spawned in a location that was just, you know, not gonna happen. Yeah, Little Turd. Little Turd did, in fact, overperform. Rest in peace, Balon. Took part in 2 battles, 0 kills. But enough unusually large wolf pelts to make a couple nice armors. So, or armor attachments, rather. Alright, we'll swap some armors, swap some bros. Okay. Erhard is now a flail trash adapter. Gonna have comically low melee skill, but you know what? With fast adaptation and backstabber, even Erhard can perform. 83 kills so far. Many more to come. This sword lance could be, in the future, put on our banner as a backup weapon for him. Sling build Keck W. It's doing what I've asked of it, and that's all we can ask for. Alright, well, as previously planned... Oh, are there more direwolves? This is a separate pack of direwolves. The hell? What is happening with these footprints? Are they bugged? Is it the previous pack? Okay, moving on. We'll check out the large Ceotans. Okay, we have a champion. A champion warlord. Is the tooltip for Firelance Ignite accurate? It seems to miss way more than it says. Well, what does the tooltip say? My goodness, where are they? Oh yeah, are they both here? Yeah. No, I mean, it has a pretty obscene plus chance to hit. I think that's accurate. And notably, and I guess it is indicated by the icon, it does have the little ranged attack, little bullseye-ish looking thing. It is a ranged attack. The previous times where it had missed, if you looked up at the combat log, I'm pretty sure it was always 95% chance to hit. We just got unlucky. Let's see, do I want to fight an Orc Sea of Tents? Kind of. Kind of. It's risky. It certainly would be possible to lose a bro. We do have 2 bros with Indom now. Swamp will be weird terrain. I'm sort of tempted. I don't have much for smoke pots. I should have bought some. I actually bought fire pots and flash pots. I should have bought smoke pots. put this guy in just because he's got more experience. I don't know, I think I can do this. I think I've got sufficiently heavy, chonky weapons. I got a bunch of these berserk chains with bros that know how to use them. And I think that's actually kind of low-key the most important part. Because Zerk chains are so good against orc warriors. I don't have enough headhunter, but that's fine. It's like slightly sketch. "16 bros" is pretty powerful. This would be an example of a fight where the fatigue on the banner is a little bit sus, because I do want to be able to rally, and I have exactly enough to rally if I'm standing still. I suppose if I take this off, I take that off for this fight. Could even just straight up drink a Lionheart potion specifically for this fight, just to broadcast a bigger resolve bonus. Honestly, I kind of feel like I should. Alright, I'm gonna do it. You want to see some carnage? This run's so smooth. Well, carnage could certainly happen here. Okay, so we won't be able to back up 2 hexes because of this muddy earth. But we will be able to back up 1. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, watch the first VOD if you want to see some carnage. It's true. Yeah, there could be some carnage here. Unfortunately, this warrior's got a stupid weapon that we don't care about. Or, champion warlord. What I'm really curious about is where he goes. I actually think... You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what will happen to him next turn. Do I even bother with this attack? I guess I do. Goblin poison was the other. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's honestly, that's the big concern, is battle cry into 20 confident orcs as a potential thing that happens. Didn't gain the fast adaptation stack. I think I need to make sure enemies aren't occluded by obstacles, because you can hit the obstacle, I think is what's happening. Really? You hit him? That was supposed to be a learning opportunity. What? You hit him? Bro. There we go. That's right, whip that orc berserker. Okay, so they're in melee contact. I know, right? No FA stack. That's bull crap. Alright, we'll see what I want that guy to do when his turn comes. Boy, Malik's really gonna... we're really gonna test this nimble tank here. I see a couple cleavers here that could be pretty scary for him. Do I move this guy forward? He does have underdog and he's got really good melee defense. This might be a bro that could take a step forward here, and I think I'd be okay with it. You know, instead of swapping to this great axe, never mind. I was gonna say I could just whip twice, but I don't have enough enough fatigue for it. How fast is... Yeah, 104, obviously it's gonna be faster. Could go here and then indom next turn. Tie up both of these warriors on top. Seems good. Definitely want to indom here for charges and the upcoming attacks. I suppose I should probably just give this guy a little stab. Missed. Get back. Okay. Good. Really wanted to make sure that that particular orc berserker died. And Erhard, no FA stacks, but man, does that look like a pretty juicy opportunity to attack an orc warrior. Yeah, he is pretty far away. And what does this guy have? He's got heavy rusty axe. Let's hit with the man splitter. Alright, this warrior's kind of getting his butt kicked. Do I unironically use the warbow as a warbow here? No. That's stupid. That was a test and you all failed by not immediately saying, "No, Slurgy, you fool!" But do I move him forward? Let's let these other orc warriors go first. And I think I'll indom here just so I don't get pushed. Flashpot here looks pretty decent. Slow all these fools for next turn. But I can also just, like, attack. Malik will have just enough fatigue to indom. This is where the real threat is down here. Malik is potentially in real danger. Peasant, I feel like, is a lot safer. So if I took out this Berserker with Ruthard, yeah, it does kind of open up Malik to be surrounded more, but I think he'll be okay. Okay, champion's kind of right in the middle. Got him. Although that opens up the Berserker to move forward next turn. And is that fine? I don't know, Erard's got pretty good melee defense. It's probably fine. Yeah, Berserker with chain are scary. You gotta be careful. Still gonna hit this warrior though because of the nature of this weapon. It's not gonna do as much damage to that Berserker as I'd like. Alright, I can move Jeffrey up here and sort of tie up this orc warrior. That seems pretty good, actually. I guess Havard will also move forward. That's fine. Yeah, I agree. The terrain has been not bad. Bam! Hit the orc warrior in the head. That's good damage right there. Alright, I think no need to shield wall, just indom is good enough there. Oh, there's that Zerk chain hitting the head. Nimble Bros don't even care. Broke his nose, who gives a crap? The Tay will pop indom. Yeah, no Pathfinder on warriors hurts him so bad. Indeed. Go ahead and toss a flash pot there. We'll let this guy run naturally. Alright. I'm pretty okay with the champion choosing that part of the formation to go to. Really, that's ideal. That's what we wanted. We didn't want him to go down here. Him going up there is actually a good thing. I'm gonna let this orc warrior go first, and then I'll follow up with a man splitter up there with Blackbeard. Here I could toss a net on this warrior just to kind of... I feel like it's the best short-term way of helping Malik here. And that's probably all he'll do. He'll just move somewhere. Alright, so I want to move Ingmar up, I think, so that Erhard doesn't get surrounded. And then with the Man-Splitter, I think we'll attack this Berserker. Okay, so... we'll get this fatigue neutral on top of this champion Orc Warlord. I think that'll be fine. Boom. This Orc Warrior is nearly dead. So send this guy all the way up here. Probably? Yeah, he should be able to withstand this Orc Warlord for a little while. Maybe not with the warrior on him too. Maybe I just go to here and give him a good old slam. Or even this warrior. What's the chance to hit? Oh man, much better chance to hit here. Alright. Missed our 90%. Alright, and this might kill. Even if this hits the body, this might kill. Just kidding. Good chunk. Alright, we'll swap our shield. Move Gerald up and attack something. Let's go after the warrior. That wasn't a very good attack. Blackbeard? You can't miss them. You gotta hit them. Not sure whether I wanted to send Kettleman up or down. I feel like I could see it going either way and being good. So if I did Indom, I could move forward. That'd put me on the warrior with the cleaver, which isn't exactly what you want for a nimble bro, but he won't take any bleeding for a little while because with Indom, the damage won't make it through to his hit points. Yeah, but then he could get attacked, but yeah, alright. I'll just Indom and hold there. We'll see what we want to do next turn. Keep forgetting about that champion. He kind of changes the calculus a bit. And I could put a dog here. This guy will attack a human if able, so I think that dog is safe from giving him a berserk. Berserk proc. Ka-chunk. Nice head hit. You love to see it. Headhunter activated. I might kill this young before his turn, just so Leinard can get up and do an attack on this orc before he can go. Can even go here for more surround. I like that. Good. Resolve check. Orcs are cowards. Confirmed. Get the orc berserker in the head. They don't have steel brow, so. Same logic as before. None of these are AoE weapons. They're not going to attack this dog. I think it'll be pretty helpful. It was very helpful. I'll wait on Erhard until after some armors are softened up. Same logic as before. Let's get a dog on this berserker. Boom. Let's see. So the only threat here on the top is basically to Ingmar. So I actually think I'm going to use the hammer reach weapon attack on this warrior, just to prevent there from being as much surround on him. There's now more surround on him. Let's see. Again, that's still where the threat is, so instead of attacking down here where this guy's damage isn't really needed, can attack there. This guy's fleeing. You'll love to see it. Blackbeard? Let's see, this guy's in Dom. Is there any world in which I want to go here? No. We'll just stay where we are. Okay. We'll wait on Bajante, because these orcs all have other targets, so it's kind of not doing much. He probably will. It's true. Oh, Ingmar is in danger. Danger, danger. Ingmar in danger. So if we can take out this orc warrior or get him to fleeing, that would be good. So here we just don't have enough fatigue to do anything. Could pull out the sword and go there. Why not? We'll let those guys take themselves out. Okay, couldn't get that guy to flee. Ingmar could be in danger as he tries to run. I guess that's just how it is. Luckily those cleaver attacks missed. Peasant. Oh, was almost a real hero there. Oof. Okay, no 9 lives proc yet though. He's still, I don't know, I was gonna say fine. Fine's relative. I would not describe him as fine, but he's like alive. This guy does have a whip. Get him! No longer fleeing. Still, I mean, if he gets hit twice, he'll die. He doesn't have any melee defense minus things on him. Okay. Proc 9 lives, but he's alive. Okay, so Halston won't be able to oh, I guess neither will. Yeah, Halston and Earhart are both not able to attack in melee if they move forward. So we'll go and hit with the hammer from here. We'll still go here for the surround bonus. And for the penalty for him. Ralph, I guess, will hold here and potentially do a disarm next turn, question mark? Ingmar. Brave boy. Peasant will give a cute little stab. And the rest of the squad will all do their best. Yeah, I guess they go for the disarm. Got him. Now his hand-to-hand attacks are actually still like boy, he looks very angry. You just punched Ingmar to death. Well, the net, I mean, so the net wasn't going to do anything. His initiative is already set at the start of the round. And the attack chance to hit it on everyone is like 95% because it's an orc warrior. Dang, Ingmar fell. Net might have helped with the mansplitter. Was there an attack that missed it? I don't know. I mean, almost every attack was 95%, right? One bro lost. One hat gained. Ingmar missed? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, that certainly seems... You may be right, but melee defense lowers like a proportion of their defense, right? That orc warlord, a champion orc warlord, has... And he didn't have a shield, he just double gripping a melee weapon. Literally has negative melee defense. So, the net won't make it less negative. But the net is not going to make it more likely to hit him. The net won't do anything. That's my moral of the story. Literally nothing. Yeah, the real problem was that he just wouldn't flee. My hope was that the crossbow would cause a resolve check. But the hats for bros program continues. Too bad. I don't remember if Ingmar was like a good or not so good trash adapter. I genuinely don't remember. He's now been replaced by Jamal. And we got a nice fancy hat. A pretty good one too. Hatorius is pleased with your sacrifice. We must please Hatorius. It is paramount that we do so. He had anticipation, so he couldn't have been that good. Do you mean fast adaptation? All my bros have fast adaptation. Not all, but just about all. Just about the whole team has fast adaptation. Almost everybody. Yeah, they do. They do sound similar. Alright, Ralph leveled up. Hey, good night, Bijante. Do I take the hit points here? Yeah, I think so. And I could grab a Mastery and Pathfinder, but I think given how little we need to move at the start of fights and how stationary battles are, I think we can get away with taking Colossus here. Malik the Nimble Tank has leveled up. All Anticipation Squad? No, I mean, the thing about Anticipation is once you understand enemy ranged attack AI, you can take Anticipation on like a couple bros and get super good value out of it. So, Anticipation on the whole squad probably isn't going to happen. Unless, maybe there is something there. I don't know. I don't think so. Alright, let's get Resolve there. I think he's going to need it. And then probably just Fort Mine. Is that going to make him the same as the other guy? Yeah, I kind of figured. 57's too low, though. And then we got a weapon that we don't care about at all. Because orc weapons aren't good. The orc one-handed weapons, orc named weapons, are kind of a meme anyway. Even the orc cleaver like can be usable, but it's even that's borderline a meme. But you know, realistically, a bro for a hat, probably a good trade. Though I will need to be careful not to lose too many more. Ideally, no more. Yeah, ideally no more. Let's not follow those footprints back that way. If anything, I'll follow them the other way. What followers do we have? We've got the drill sergeant, because peasant militia struggles to gain experience quickly enough. The scout and lookout, common duo, and the bounty hunter. The surgeon wouldn't be a bad choice to pick up or even replace the bounty hunter with. I don't know. I'm okay with bounty hunter for now. Okay. A few goblin shamans. On a hill, has fortifications. Many ambushers, plethora of skirmishers. Let's see, there's probably a better fight than this one. That one I think will knock us out of commission from taking future fights in the short term. So I'll pass on it. Well, maybe there aren't better opportunities. Definitely not doing it during the day. A few goblin shamans. That's gross. Another orc, see a tents. Kind of the same deal as the last one we just fought. Pretty similar. More hats. More hats indeed are potentially available. Janald's probably still a little too scuffed for me to feel comfortable taking him in there. Malik's good though. Malik could replace someone. I guess maybe Eberict? Yeah. They're like kind of the same actually. Suppose it doesn't really matter. Forge armors all look good. Blackbeard should be one of the ones that I have here in front, I think. Because of his good melee defense. Alright, let's give this another round. Let's fight another orc sea tense. Let's see what kind of hats we can collect from this one. Probably would rather have the throwing net than the goblin poison. Well, I don't know. Now I'm sort of having second thoughts. That other fight, you know, we lost a bro. It was still somewhat favorable terrain. I mean, this one's also in the forest, so like, that helps. Alright, yeah, this one's also in the forest, which is similarly unfavorable terrain for the orc warriors to have to trudge their way through. Traded a bro. True. True. So let's see where that warlord ends up. Right there in the center, huh? With a big ol' scary cleaver. So, to get a slightly higher degree of separation, but without getting the fast adaptation stacks, I'm going to back up 3 hexes based on what I'm seeing here. I guess I can wait for the next handful to move. Let's go up, up, down. And we'll keep everyone right in formation. I guess, could have been an opportunity to widen out my formation a bit. I don't know if I even want that. But some of these other trash adapters I think would be good to get in the, you know, mixed up in there. Okay. Let's see where these young end up. So I think I'm going to back up 1, get fast adaptation stacks. I know, that's true. They are leaving their messy cookware. Lord knows what they're cooking in there. And I've got enough of these, you know, spiked impalers that I might push him back, so I'm not worried about the attack next turn. I unfortunately am giving him a clean path to charge, which is maybe not so good. Let's see, do I go up and left? Or do I go down and left? I guess I want to see where all the other warriors go. Whoops, I wanted to move with that guy. Down and left. Oh, oops. Right, I already attacked with him. That's maybe one where it matters, because this Berserker is going to go early. Headhunter active. Headhunter online. If I were an RTS game, that's how I would say it. No, come on. Jiffrey, you gotta bonk. When the time comes to bonk, you gotta bonk. Let's see. Where do I want to position the Tay here? Too aggressive? I've been kind of positioning him not aggressive enough. Last few fights. At least the last fight. Because he's got wildly good melee defense. There's no reason for me not to capitalize on that. Let's get him up there. And then let's get a fire pod down. Jammed. How many fast adaptation stacks we got? We got just one. Could collect one more, or could just move up. Let's just move up. Be ready to do something a bit different next turn, maybe. Okay, we got another opportunity for a fire pot, maybe right up there. I don't hate it. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, nah, maybe that's fine. Peasant can just start doing defensive stuff next turn. I guess I don't see a problem with that. That's so close. I guess he'll die from, yeah, bleeding to death. I might wait on this thrower to see what I want to finish off, to see what the bros hit. Stunned him. Could move Lionheart here and put him in a little bit. Oh, no, 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 no. Peasant, don't you be wavering. That's against the rules. He is outside of the radius of the for the company buff. And it is going to be needed up there, closer to where the warlord is. Okay, yep, we're definitely going to need it up there, turns out. So. Alright, good. At least that last unit going around Peasant didn't cause a morale check. Let's see. I suppose I'll wait here. If this guy runs up in range where Jeffrey can start bonking on the warlord, that'd be good. Is he afraid of fire? What a coward. Alright, let's send Malik right up here, and next turn he can indom. And then not get pushed around. Yeah, so let's get Little Turd all the way up here. I guess could go here. That does give the for the company bonus to Peasant. Yeah, Warlord afraid of fire, throw in the fight. So I could go up to here, which would make the rally slightly closer when I do it next turn for Peasant. However, here I'm at least broadcasting the for the company buff down here and not just limiting it. Yeah, I think I like this better. We'll see. Do I stand in the fire? Does that like signal to him that it's okay? I mean, Jeffrey's so... What a beefcake. He'll be fine. Excuse me? Unironically, do I pull out the sling and try to hit this young to finish it off? Okay, well, you know, we tried. I feel like I just attack this guy. I feel like I just go after the champion here. I don't think I send Blackbeard forward. With his lower hit points, but maybe I do. But I probably don't. I guess we'll just chonk a tiny bit of armor there. Emphasis on the tiny little bits. Okay. Can't move up and rally. Can rally from here. Let's see if we can resolve that breaking. We can. He's now wavering. Much better. I don't get an attack because I don't have mastery, but I kind of want to move forward here just for the surround bonus and to be able to bonk this warlord next turn with a big ol' mace. And then we pretty much force this cleaver guy to attack our forge bro, which... Okay, rude. Rude. Do I also shield wall? Honestly, given the wavering, I feel like it'd be a good idea. Chances on that. Okay, just 5. I think shield wall is... Feeling good about the shield wall. I could net this orc warrior to get rid of his shield defensive bonus and finish him off faster. I think maybe throwing weapons here will do more. Okay, that's a lot of confident orcs. However, they are now... He is now more surrounded, so that wasn't all bad, actually. Actually, let's wait here. This orc will go here, right? That's probably correct. Let's see what Bijante's resolve is at the end of this turn. I'm gonna wait on the banner's turn. It is possible that I just simply stab the champion here, but I might need to save the fatigue to be able to rally next turn. Not exactly as expected. Ebrecht does not even have nimble yet. Okay, noted. Leinard here is in serious trouble now. What does rally next turn get me? It gets me these two out of wavering. How important is that? Kind of, but not super important. What would the damage here do? Not a ton? I think I wait. Or end turn, rather. So that I can rally next turn. +5 def is big, depending on how much they already have. Well, yeah, so they would go from the 10% of their amount penalty. So it's not a huge amount that they would gain, right? Because this guy's currently at 15. So that's been reduced already. So that's 90% of its otherwise possible value. It's not bad. I think it matters more than the attack. Yeah, 15 is not a lot. But when when 9 lives procs, then that 9 lives gaining, you know, not being subject to a penalty is kind of a big deal. I think I will pass. Hi, yeah. I am having a good night. I hope you're having a good night too. I guess I'll just stab there. People pushed around little Bijante. Alright, and I think I'll just throw here and gotta reload. So, given that I have to reload, let's toss this other orc warrior in net. And let's get up and move to here just to attack the warlord. Feels a little goofy, but whatever. Oh, Havard, you can't be missing like that. That's illegal. Given that this is a ranged bro and he doesn't have nimble, I feel like this warlord is really inclined to push to get to him, which makes this around here worse. So I feel like I kind of have to move. This guy can't be pushed anymore because there's nowhere for him to go. So I think I go here, and I guess I'll shoot here. I'll wait because I might put a dog down. Focus down the warlord. Blackbeard is in danger. None of these will attack this dog, so that's safe to put down. Okay, got him in the rally. We'll see if it actually makes a difference. Damn, Warlord's still alive. Could pull out the jagged pike to stab him. I think I do. Everyone else around him is gone already. Damn, we missed the 95%. Shit. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh-roh. I can go for the reach weapon attack here on this guy because he's about to go, to maybe pump him down from wavering. Nope, didn't happen. But same principle still applies. Could do it on either. This one's got lower hit points though, so got him to breaking. Okay, good. Gonna pull out the reach weapon. Alright. Warlord is down. Okay, those missing, that missing was huge. There was missing there that was very important. And everyone's surrounded, so again, we can get a dog down with spare fatigue. For surround bonus purposes. Even though we're at 95% chance to attack. Or to hit. Still missing them though. You hate to see it. Alright, could go here and put a dog down. He'll be a prime target now instead of Blackbeard, I think. Maybe the dog is better here, just to maybe get a kill. Couldn't do it. That's fine. No, I don't have any smoke pots. I guess in general I prefer the daze pot, but the flash pot rather, but I probably should carry more smoke pots for fights like this. I normally don't because it's something that I tend to run team compositions that include spearmen that make these fights a lot easier, where they're the least among the lesser dangerous fights. So I'm like not accustomed to buying them and even thinking about them. So that's kind of what's going on there. So I probably should, given I'm on a run where I'm not having spear bros to hold the orcs at bay, where I can kind of cut them apart piece by piece, I probably should be carrying smoke pots. Okay, 9 lives procced and he's dead. Damn. Perhaps simply struck down. Didn't even look. find out when we find out. Oh, come on. Don't do that, you big meanie. There we go. Okay. I think I'll hit it's over. Don't want to lose that dog for no reason. And damn, he was down. But we got a absolutely fucking excellent nimble armor. And an orc cleaver that it rolled damage ignores armor, but man, these are so hard to use. Very nice armor though. So, yeah, truly excellent armor. However, it is too bad we lost another bro. We're gonna have to be careful. We don't want to lose many more at all. I could get surgeon so that, you know, if they do fall, it's more acceptable. So let's see, what do I get on this guy? It's gonna have 2 perks left. Gobs of fatigue. We're gonna need to get Pathfinder plus something. It'll probably just be Fort Mind. Pathfinder Fort Mind. Yeah. Hebericht. Looking a little rough, bud. Kettlemond. Also looking a little rough. We'll go ahead and put those guys in reserve. Blackbeard. You can also take a step out. Really good armor though. Man, the spam is hitting hard. Trying to take out the spammers as they arrive. Well, again, I mean, it was a fine exchange, bro, for a really excellent armor. But I mean, I don't know. Really, it was a good exchange. That was, in fact, a truly excellent armor, and there's kind of no way around it. That's just a fact. Let's see. I don't want to chase these ambushers too far. And I don't think anyone's at risk of just being, like, chonked down to death, right? Yeah. No one in the lineup currently. Fun fights, though. Oh, silly ambushers. Oh, don't you run from me, you cowards. Get back here. Ka-chonk. Wow, he would still attack. Oh, very brave. We're not gonna let this last goblin live, by the way. This goblin will be eliminated. Let the record state, officially. And in fact, we're gonna let him do it to himself. Got him. Okay, we'll head to Walled Walked, get some dogs, head up north to Campaborg, and take a look at what's there in the Citadel. And then we are approaching the Icy Cave, which was the trajectory that we were going on the map. Whoa. Dietrich the Enlightened. Dietrich the Enlightened. Well, well, well. Interesting. We'll fight ourselves a champion. We like money. It's almost daytime. Do I wait the tiny bit of time for day? Might make the fight slightly smoother. We'll wait the tiny bit of time. Let's give this guy a different reach weapon. Not a whip. Not that the whip is totally useless, but it is a little use impaired. Dietrich the Enlightened. Let's see what he's got. I mean, I think the only named gear that they have are daggers, so based on current builds, that is very unlikely to be useful to me. But, you know, and it's a Catal. I don't think we're going to be building a Catal bro this run, not at this point. Okay. The slings tried. We'll just keep a solid wall here. I think no need to move forward right now. We'll let them come to me. I suppose they'll have a hard time of it if I'm pushing them backwards, huh? Alright, wiedergangers are nice. Excuse me, wiedergangers. Geists are nice and close. So we're in prime position to be just finished off. Oh yeah, duh. That's a ranged attack. I was just talking about how that's a ranged attack earlier. Cool. Geists are gone, so no screams to worry about. The only other real threat on the battlefield is if this fallen hero gets possessed. So we'll just be sure to take out the fallen hero, and then I think we're in good shape. Poor necromancer possessed that guy for nothing. Not killing this top wiederganger very much on purpose, so that when the fallen hero goes, he'll have to walk around. And there he goes. As predicted, he is the one possessed. Oof. Big attack. Should be trying to get my damage in now before it gets possessed again, but not getting the opportunity. Now I am. Got him. Good try. And now it is only the necromancer and his bodyguards that remain. And that guy. Alright, we are in melee with the necromancer. No more crazy undead rising from their graves. They'll get no backstabber bonus with the way they're currently lined up. And there he goes. Okay, let's see what the famed Catal is like. Oh, not bad. Rolled damage ignores armor, and it rolled a pretty decent roll in it. Yeah, because its base is 20, so up to 36. So it's a good Catal. It could be good enough that on one of my hybrids, if there's a space to fit in Dagger Mastery, maybe? I don't know. But I think I'd rather just... Well, I don't know. Like maybe this guy, right? Or... Let's see, these are the 4. I've got this guy too. I mean, I could. It wouldn't be terrible. It'd make him a lot more, you know, effective against Necro Savants when the time comes to fight those. It's not terrible. It's almost like Dagger Mastery would be a perk I'd take in place of Bags and Belts. Almost? I almost feel like that's true. That's close to being true. Because when they get jumped on, I let the other throwers put a net on them, and then they get 3 attacks with the dagger. Whoa. Well, we'll put it here for now. This guy this drunkard with the missing finger. Yeah, I don't know. So that would be in place of Zerk Frenzy. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like just the Shamshir is gonna, generally speaking, be better. Extra hit chance is just really nice. We'll put it on this guy for now. Like I said, I feel like it's something you take kind of in place of Bags and Belts, with the way I'm using him. This guy's melee skill's kind of low, but not abysmal. And they all have fast adaptation, so what's the harm? Okay. So let's make our way to Waldwalked. Do want to fight 11 dire wolves because I do want to craft attachments from their hides. 11 is not too bad of a number to fight. Alright, I'll go ahead and choose perks here. I think I am just going to go Zerg Frenzy on the throwers. I think it just is going to be really useful for them. Hmm. 4 resolve or 3 hit points? I think we'll go 3 hit points. And here, let's go. Let's see, so how many? We got this guy with the flail. This guy, axe, axe, flail. Flail. Another flail. Not yet assigned. Not yet assigned. I feel like his melee skill is low enough. I almost would rather have this guy do flail as well. Maybe it's high enough. I can still take backstabber now. Okay. Let's chase these 11 little dire wolves, I guess. Chunk. Bonk. Whoa. I did not know there would be a dire wolf there. Run them down. These dire wolves have pelts, and I need them. A few pelts. Okay. To Waldwalked, as previously planned. Alright, we're not going to do some of those missions. We'll sell just the strange meat here before it goes bad. Maybe I'll sell the food that's just about to go off. We'll get the war hounds for sure. Go ahead and assign them to a bro for each. Let's see, so if I'm going to make my way up to the icy cave, I don't need to stop at Wallstein. And so, I think what that means is I buy these 3 war dogs as well, since I'm not going to stop at that other kennel. I'm also going to buy the omega cheap ammo and the somewhat unreasonable tools, but that's fine. And then we'll make our way up to Campenborg where we'll sell stuff. I could, because I think I have enough money to do so, take some of the backgrounds that can roll really well. Well, Erlin's certainly got melee attack for days. We'll see what the Barbarian Madman's Cleaver is like. He could potentially be a good candidate if that is good. I don't think I'm gonna bother with this Orc Cleaver. It's just too much fatigue. I don't know. It's like okay, right? Effectiveness against armor is kind of not what you're looking for in the Cleaver. The damage roll on damage ignores armor is super good, right? Max I can possibly roll is 41. Got 39. Ominous Ripper. I'll put it on him, because I don't want a drunkard to lose it. Probably should have done that earlier, actually. Okay, let's get to Campenborg, which is a potential place to sell stuff. Marauding greenskins here. We'll take a look at a brawler, basically always. Oh my god. What the hell? I mean, he could be a god tank. I don't know that that's what I'm looking for at the moment in the current time of the campaign. Yeah, dude, this guy's nuts, right? My god. I don't think I'm going to be able to train up a forge tank in time for my deadline for Monolith. Not on a squad of 16, not at this point. He could very easily be just a really good fatigue neutral though. And even if he doesn't hit level 11, that's probably okay. God, he's good. Yeah, these are like two like sort of polar opposites, but they're both really good bros. That's a problem for future me. So I'll go ahead and offload these trade goods. I think we'll keep the strange mushrooms. I may have a use for them. Let's hang on to some of these other weapons for a moment. Let's see what I want to do with them. What do I consider the best uses of iron lungs? The best uses of iron lungs? I don't know. I mean, iron lungs is cool because it can unlock different builds, right? So you can do, for example, you can do a fatigue neutral with sword mastery and duelist, and with a noble sword still get 2 attacks per turn because it goes down to 8. So you can use 16 usable fatigue of your 18, and I think that's like actually pretty decent, especially on a bro that has somewhat low melee attack. I don't know. The answer of what is best is kind of hard to determine. I've had another situation where I had a named Warhammer that had -2 fatigue on skill use, which after mastery would bring it down to 9 per swing. So I had, again, it was another fatigue neutral, but I had a fatigue neutral with hammer mastery, hammer and shield, so it was ultra defensive, and was able to attack with the hammer twice per turn. That was sweet. That build was awesome. That bro was like an absolute rock on the battlefield. But, you know, something like that is like a special circumstance, right? That was enabled because of a named item. So that's not like a generic general purpose use case or anything like that. But otherwise, like, it's nice on any build that uses fatigue a lot. You know, a cleaver bro, a spear bro, a thrower, any nimble damage bro, even dodge quick hands with polar mastery. I mean, all those builds are going to make pretty good use of iron lungs. Iron lungs is a good perk. I feel like it might be slightly overrated as far as how good it is, because I think people get too excited about it, but it is good for sure. I don't think I want to keep these pole maces, really. Maybe I keep one in case I take mace mastery on someone. Sure. I think I can sell these then. Alright, I think that is a good place for me to call it a night. I am always staying up too late. I can't help it. It's what I do. I get too into it. And I think that's... Looks like the only other person playing Battle Brothers is not an English speaker, so yeah. I don't know. Kind of hard to watch a game like this in another language, so I think I'll just be heading to bed. Thanks you all for watching. Have yourselves a lovely day or night wherever you are. Ta-ta.